I'm going to call this meeting to order. Please stand for the salute of the nation's flag. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
In attendance tonight are Supervisors Fisher, Aguizio, Cassiola Villafone, Savavic, and Ron Fleer. In addition, Township Manager Don Januso, Jack King, Director of Planning, and Assistant Township Manager, and Engineer Dan Dizeroth. Oh, whoops, he's not here, sorry. The 2020 census, don't forget to fill out your census. The 2010 census response rate was 69.7%, on our way to making this the best census ever taken. We're going to start with resolutions. 1/11/2020, consider the 12th release of financial security posted for the installation of public and private improvements from the McConnell's Trails Phase 1 from $537,030.95 to $451,410.95, a total reduction of $85,620 as recommended by the township engineer. Should I have a motion?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Passes 5-0. 1/12/2020, consider the third release of financial security posted for the installation of public improvements for Traditions of America Phase 1 from $2,888,056.06 to $2,273,315.56, a total reduction of $614,740.50 as recommended by the township engineer.
I'll make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Passes 5-0. 1/13/2020, consider setting a date for the public hearing regarding the conditional use application 2020-004 for CAPS Development LLC. The application received Planning Commission approval on February 20th, 2020. Dawn, you said that you thought we could get it done prior to our next board meeting?
You could probably hold it
6 o'clock?
evening of your next meeting.
Like 6 o'clock or 6 o'clock? Okay, is that okay with everyone?
Yes.
Ron?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so it'll be at 6 PM, August 3rd. Okay. 1/14/2020, consider application 2020-0006 for the Sosi Galley Subdivision Plan, location 8 and 20 Charles Street, R2 Medium Density Residential Zoning District. Applicants Alfred and Maria Sosi, Carl Allen Jr., and Annette Irene Galley. Galley. The plan received Planning Commission approval on June 18th, 2020. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Do I have a second? I'll second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Passes.
Aye.
Sorry, Tom. Passes 5-0. 1/15/2020, consider application 2020-0008 for the Fairfield South Point Lot 3 Land Development Plan, location 103 Progress Lane, C1 General Commercial Zoning District. Applicant Fairfield South Point LP. The plan received Planning Commission approval on June 18, 2020, contingent upon addressing comments from the township engineer.
Have these things been met?
I'm sorry?
The conditions, have they been met?
Yeah, according to Dan, here, I can pull it up. This is 115. He says, the above referenced land development plan located off of Cecil Henderson Road along Progress Lane in the C1 General Commercial District. The plan proposes the development of 5,910 square feet, two-story office, and 5,755 square foot, two-story garage, parking area, and associated improvements. The lot to be developed as part of the previously approved Fairfield South Point land development. The Planning Commission recommended approval at their 6/19 meeting, and the plan is in order for the Board of Supervisors' consideration.
I'll make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Eric, did you say aye?
I did.
Okay. Thank you. 5-0. 1/16/2020, consider application 2020 0013 for the Twigger Subdivision Number 1 Plan, location 486 Swihart Road, R1 Low Density Residential Zoning District. Applicant James and Rebecca Twigger. The plan received Planning Commission approval on June 18th, 2020. Do you want me to read what Dan says about that one?
I would like to hear what Dan had to say.
The above referenced lot line revision plan located on Swihart Road in the R1 Low Density Residential District. The plan proposes tax parcel 140,008,048,01. It's 1.021 acres, is to be consolidated with the tax parcel 140,008,048,06, which is 10 acres, and then subdivided into Lot 1 RR, which is 4 acres, and Lot 2 RR, which is 7 acres. The Planning Commission recommended approval at their 6/19 meeting, and the plan is in order for Board of Supervisors consideration for approval. Any other questions?
No, I'll make a motion. In the future, can we see these plans?
Yeah, normally you can, yeah. Well, they were emailed as part of Dan's report, I think, right? Yeah. Yeah,
So the 1.02 and the 10 acres are now to be 4 and 7?
yep,
So 11.
yeah.
I'll make a
Based on the
motion.
tax parcels, because it's 4801 and 4806, I would guess they're adjacent properties. So,
I'll second his motion.
all those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Passes 5-0. 117-2020, consider application 2020-17 for the Argo Subdivision Plan, location 218 Georgetown Road, I-1 Light Industrial Zoning District. Applicant Richard Argoni. The plan received Planning Commission approval on June 18th, 2020. Do you want me to read that one?
Please.
Okay. The above referenced lot consolidation plan located on Georgetown Road is in the I-1 Light Industrial District. The plan proposes parcel A, 0.5 acres, is to be subdivided from existing tax parcel 14012-06502, which is 10.36 acres, and consolidated with existing tax parcel 14012-067, which is 1.89 acres. The revised lots after consolidation will be Lot 1, 2.39 acres, and Lot 2, 9.86 acres. The Planning Commission recommended approval at their 6/19 meeting, and the plan is in order for the Board of Supervisors.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Passes 5-0. 118-2020, consider release of fire tax revenues to be divided equally among the 3 volunteer fire companies. This is just our standard, we pay twice a year payment.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Passes 5-0.
Aye.
119-2020, consider approval of a police contract for years 2021 through 2025. This is just a 5-year contract.
I'll make a
I
motion.
would ask that we table this, make a motion to table.
Why?
Pardon me?
Why?
I received the document today. I would like to review it. And also, maybe if there was any public input, maybe we hold off and do it for a month, that we have the public here in attendance.
Well, it was on the agenda,
I
and
already made a motion.
All right, but I would ask that maybe it just be tabled. Give me a chance to review it. I don't know if, Frank, did you review the 44-page document?
it's not a 44-page document.
It is.
It's not, it's 3
Dawn gave it
pages.
to me today. I had it at 4 o'clock.
Okay, so back up. So that 44-page document that you received, the only thing that is changing, here, Dawn, can you hand me that? Is the 3-page document at the very end, which was also sent to you today.
I understand.
And the only thing that's changing in that is it's the wage increase. I can say it publicly, right? It's public information. Okay, well, I think it'll get fine, but is there merit increases? Nothing else in their entire contract is changing.
Well, I would like to review it. The previous it was previously done in, 2016, before Frank, Ron, and I were even on the board, and I didn't have my eyes look at it, or just even to, just to view it and read it.
Well,
I
Ron
don't
made a motion
understand. I made a
first.
motion.
I'll second Ron's motion. We'll vote to consider the approval of the police contract for years 2021 through 2025. So there's a motion and a second. We'll vote on this. If this doesn't pass, then we can consider your
Well,
motion.
Would you have discussion before, or
Yeah,
anything
you're-
further?
you're open.
Before you do a vote?
It's open for discussion now.
I just would ask that this 44-page, I did receive it today.
It's misleading to say that there's a new 44-page document. There's not.
Well,
The
the con-
44-page document is the same document and contract that's been in place for the past 5 years, of which you've been on the board for 4 of those years. So it's misleading to say that you just received it because you've had access to it for 4 years.
No, I
The
did just receive
only
it.
thing that's
It only came
changing-
up right now, and we have to have this done before January of
only come-
2021.
It
So why are
didn't-
we doing it now in July?
To get things done and accomplished.
I see no problem that it would be done. Even this last one was signed in 2015 in October. Just give me a chance to review it. I got it today. I don't know if, Frank, did you get a chance to review that or see that agreement? Or Ron, did you review the document?
It's been discussed. I never reviewed it. I
The
didn't ask
only
it.
thing
I'd
that
like
is
to review it. Our
changing-
bosses are the constituents, and if they ask me a question on what's in it, I would like to say that I read it and I know what's in it.
You'll have it to answer them. I made a motion, Cindy seconded it. I said we vote.
All those in favor.
Could I make a motion to table it?
No, you can't. There's already been a motion, a second. If this dies, then you can make a motion to table it. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Eric,
Are you going to ask for opposed?
opposed?
Aye. Opposed.
Passes 4-1. 120, 2020, so now should I say, now that it's been ratified, can I? Just for clarification, the only thing that changed were their merit increases. The first 3 years, I think, are 3.5%. Thank you. For the first 3 years, and the remaining 2 years will be at 3% increase raise. Everything else in their contract remains the same. They will still participate in the same health insurance. And feel
Oh, I had questions that I wanted to ask Chief and just discuss with some of these different
You were
things that are in it.
You were
You
emailed.
threw it on
hold
the agenda, and
That is not true. You were emailed, and I can look it up.
we were told the 3.5, 3.5, 3.5.
You
And then the
were-
3% is all that we were shared and told about.
You were emailed more than 2 weeks ago. You had plenty of opportunity to have that conversation with Chief, as I did, and the negotiating team.
Did
which
you
I
read the
also did.
contract?
I did.
Okay.
But
Did
you
the
had
other
more
guys,
than
did
2
they read
weeks.
it?
Just because you waited until today to ask, or even Friday to ask for something, doesn't mean that
It
you
was
should be allowed to more.
Thursday that I requested it, but I also wouldn't mind doing it with the public if they were here and present. And then also, this is to be implemented in January. Why do we have to do it now in July?
Because I don't.
Why didn't you include the Public Works? They're up for a contract
They are
agreement as
next
well.
They are next on the list.
Why didn't you put them on the agenda for tonight as well?
Because we haven't negotiated with them yet.
Who negotiated with the police officers?
I wouldn't say anybody negotiated. They offered this
Who'd they offer it
agreement
to? I didn't,
To Dawn and myself as chairperson.
you should have shared it with all of us.
It was shared. It was emailed.
I was told.
All of the agreement,
It
Cindy.
was emailed to Dawn.
All of the agreement.
Dawn emailed. Although no formal discussion has occurred, the police bargaining unit has asked for the following consideration in regards to the new contract. Year 1, 3.5, year 2, 3.5, year 3, 3.5, year 4, 3.5, year 5, 3.5. Should the board members concur, an agreement can be drafted for the board's consideration at the July meeting. This was sent June 24th.
I know it. But you threw it on the agenda is where.
didn't.
You did. You threw it on the agenda. There was no reason that it had to be on the agenda until maybe October or November. I just
I'm
don't
not
see
gonna
why you were,
continue.
why it was done that
I
way.
didn't. I had conversations with Supervisor Cassiola, Supervisor Agizio, Supervisor Fleer.
You didn't talk to
Dawn,
me.
Our township managers had conversations with you. I'm not sure what you want. You're not getting your way, so you're frustrated about it, but I can't change it. It passed, we're moving on. 1/20/2020, consider the minutes from the Monday, June 1st, 2020 Cecil Township Board of Supervisors regular monthly meeting.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Passes 5-0. 1/21/2020, consider the general fund invoices from June 1st through June 30th, 2020.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Eric, did you say aye?
I did.
Passes 5-0. Board discussion, any business? Quickly, I attended the Parks Board meeting, what was that, last Thursday? They had a discussion about the Fall Festival. They asked if it could be canceled. Jack, you were there, so please jump in. Their concern is that with things ramping up, they would put a lot of time, effort, and work into it, only to have it canceled right before the last minute. So they would like to cancel the Fall Festival. They are actively looking for other ways to engage the community. Mariah had sent some stuff over that will be sent to the board once it's received so that we can consider that. But I think we need to make formal announcement that the Cecil Township Fall Festival this year will not be held.
Did the Parks Board vote on the issue, on the topic?
It was unanimous, Jack.
So they did vote on it?
I don't know if it was like a formal vote, but it was a unanimous consensus.
I agree with him.
Yeah. I don't blame them. I mean, it's not fair for us to
I just was
ask
wondering if they would be able to do movies in the park at all.
They talked about that. Their concern was the same with the Fall Festival, which is how you social distance people, how do you make sure people are social distancing, go ahead, Jack, you were there.
Projection issue from the state.
Speaking of Mike.
Screen is just so big, and you get just so many people there, and if we're gonna social distance like they do at beaches, 6 by 6, I mean, maximum we're gonna get there, I mean, even, say, 20 families at best, to be able to hear and enjoy the, one of the days that we have, so.
Yeah, they didn't feel that, one, that they could accomplish it, and that they could accomplish it successfully, is what they said. So,
Cindy, I agree.
yeah, thanks, Tom. So, at this point, Dawn will make a formal announcement, and Jack, you can put it on the website that the Cecil Township Fall Festival for this year has been canceled. And then as soon as we get Mariah's suggestions, they will be forwarded along. Jack and I talked to them, we're really just following their lead at this point, letting them, they're the ones that have to do the work, so I don't want to be the one to tell them what can and can't happen. Okay, anything else?
Yeah, Dan, I think Dan should talk about our public works site.
Yeah. Did you see the email?
I didn't understand.
So he said the public works thing. Dan Dizeroff sent us an email yesterday about 2 potential sites
Correct.
for public works. I think at this point, we've been talking about it for years and years and years. We need to take an action and move forward. So if you could take a minute, look through, and we can authorize now, if there's a site that we can all agree on, to move forward with the appraisal of that site. We've done it for a few other sites. They haven't panned out. These are 2 additional ones, so can we agree that if whichever site Dan feels best suited, we can do an appraisal on?
Do we have any pricing on what they're asking?
That's why they're not asking, they're not for sale currently, so we would have to, that's why we need to get the appraisals.
And don't you think we should?
Dan can talk about it, right?
What'd you say, Tom?
Dan can talk about it, right? Is he there?
He's not able to attend tonight, so, but I can read the email, I think, let me see, pull it up.
Did you see
Well,
from?
just tell me about where the site is, Cindy.
One on
Yeah, I will,
Plymouth
hold on,
Road.
Tom. I'm pulling it up.
I forget where the other one.
Here, I can pull it up.
is.
Yes, yes. So the one is, okay, so there's 2 potential public works building sites have been identified for consideration to acquire and develop. The basic section criteria were used. Property 1 is location Reserve Drive, zoning R1. I'm not going to publicly say who the property owners are, but it's in the email, or I can tell you after. The total property area is 61.7 acres. We would require a size acquisition of 7 acres. Approximate volume of earthwork for the development is 30,000 cubic yards. Approximate extension of sanitary sewers, 1,500 feet. General comments, this site is located primarily in a residential area in close proximity to South Point. Reserve Drive provides access to Klinger. This is not the best use of the land given its location. The site is located 3.9 miles from the township municipal offices. The sewer extension will require easements. A drainage easement will be required in addition to accommodate the stormwater. The property 2 is Klinger Road, approximately 1,300 feet south of its intersection with McConnell Road. It's an R1. I'm not going to say the property owner, but you can ask or look in your email. Total property acreage is 88.9 acres. Required size of acquisition is also 7 acres. Approximate volume of earthwork to develop is 40,000 cubic yards. An approximate extension of sanitary sewer would only be 435 feet. It says the site is located in an undeveloped area bordered by the north by the Montour Trail. The sewer appears can be extended into the township right-of-way. A drainage easement would be required in addition to accommodate stormwater. The site is located 2.3 miles from the township municipal offices. Both sites are viable for development, but property 2 appears to be less costly to obtain and less costly to develop. And there's maps.
Well, are we
were emailed
is
all of
he
this.
saying we're only looking for 7 acres?
That's what he's saying, yeah.
We
I
should
thought
get
the whole
good.
time it was 10 or more.
No, that was Elizabeth. That's
I thought we needed like 8 to really accommodate what we need to do. We should get our public work director's input too,
He
as far
said-
as salt
He's been
storage and stuff.
involved in this from what I understand, and I believe he said in excess of 5 to 6.
Yeah.
So that's where they came in at 7. Oh, it was actually Supervisor Cowden when she was on the board that was demanding 10, but Dan and, from my understanding, Bill felt like 7 was more than suitable, especially if you looked at the map, this email was sent to us.
No, here was my thing. My understanding was they wanted to move their stone off 980 and everything down there in one location. That's why they was looking for, Bill told me one day he'd like to have 15, but that ain't gonna happen or
Yeah, I
whatever,
mean,
but-
we have to be realistic about cost, especially given what's going on in the world right now. So we have to the bottom line is we need to get them out of that building. So we need to do it in a way that's most cost efficient and can be done quickly. Both of the properties are really good.
Well, I think Klinger's,
One property there on Klinger is, and out of, not a town local resident, the property on Reserve Drive would have to take off. From
can't
Right.
understand.
He's saying what Dan said, which is the second property is better. There's no commitment if we get an appraisal. If we get an appraisal and we don't like it at the next meeting, then we can move forward from there. But I would ask if you're okay with it, that we authorize Dawn to get an appraisal on that second property.
I so moved.
Okay. I'll second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Okay, and it passes. So you'll get us an appraisal on that second property. Okay.
On the second one, not the first
The
one.
second one, right. The one Dan recommended. All right. Thank
Is
you.
there water there?
I don't, yeah, there's water and it's really a short distance to run the sewer.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
The first one,
Tom, you'll have to stop. Okay, meeting adjourned.